Hey. This is Lisa A., and you're listening to Who's That Star on LCC Connect at Lansing Community College. Who's That Star is a behind-the-scenes show where I sit down and talk with the employees at the college. This is an inside look at LCC where you will have a chance to learn about their passions, projects, what inspires them both at work and in their personal lives. I'm your host, Lisa Alexander. I'm so excited to get a chance to talk to all the people who make LCC great. This show is for you to get to know the people that work at Lansing Community College a little bit more and see what makes them tick. Are you ready? Okay, let's go see who's today's star. My guest on Who's That Star today is a person I've known for a very long time. He's a Lansing native and is well respected in the Lansing community. This star began his post-secondary education at Lansing Community College, where he earned an associate's degree in media technology. After years of starting and growing a family, he later resumed his education and earned a bachelor's degree from Siena Heights University. Over the last 11 years, this star has worked for 3 nonprofit agencies at the capital area Michigan Works. He worked 3 years with New Way, Inc. as a job developer and case manager with the state's pilot Michigan Prisoner Reentry Initiative, MPRI program. Over the next 5 years, he was employed with Crystal Ray Community Center as an employment specialist under the Workforce Investments Act, WIA program, providing career assessment and guidance to dislocated and low-income workers. His last 3 years were spent working for Peckham as a career coach under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA. We'll get all the names and the acronyms later. Program assisting dislocated and low-income workers with training for careers in high-demand occupation. During his years at Michigan Works, he completed a variety of human service trainings, including Global Career Development Facilitator training. In his spare time, he likes to be with family and friends. He enjoys music, exercise, and traveling to experience unique restaurants. Okay, friends, are you ready to learn who's today's star? Drum roll, please. Today's star is
Duane Portee.
Duane, I'm so happy that you were able to come on. Who's that star today?
Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love talking to you just outside of the podcast, so I know we're going to have a good conversation. So you ready to get started?
Ready to roll.
All right. Well, can you tell me a little bit about who you are and what's important to you in your life right now?
I'm a big family person. My family's very important to me. I care a lot about the community. I care about my health. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy working with my students, into music, and I got a couple of hobbies that I've just taken on that I'm enjoying too.
Yeah, I know a little bit about you, and I think you've done a lot of great work over your life. I think that you've helped a lot of people. Even when you weren't in the helping profession, you've always helped people. And I know you to be a big family man because I know your mom, and she's one of my favorite people. Mm-hmm. And I know that you care for her as well as some of your other siblings. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So can you tell me about your work at LCC and what are your roles here?
I'm a success coach. I've been here for 7 years. I work primarily with students from orientation to graduation. We do a lot of different things with students. I like to call us like the triage center for LCC, where we get a lot of students who come in with urgent needs and we try to help them through. Right. Sometimes there's passing, trying to get through classes, working through their financial aid, communicating with their instructors, connecting them with community resources. Mm-hmm. You know, we have a lot of students who have housing issues and healthcare issues, that kind of thing.
Do you work with a specific population? You said I
Yep.
can remember. You said which one did you say?
I work with tech careers and military veteran students and military connected students.
And a lot of other people that you get referred to
Yeah.
by people that think that you might be a good fit for a particular student or something like that.
A lot of friends of students, a lot of people from my past. They know I work here and they just kind of look me up. And I refer them to people that they need to connect with, or I work with them. Sometimes I'll just take them on and they'll be my student.
Right, yeah. And I know that because I know, like, with you having the history that you have here in Lansing, I'm sure you are a person that somebody going to reach out to. Be like, can you help my baby get started or whatever? But I take pride in that people trust me to do that. So I'm sure you do as well.
I get a lot of that. Oh, I know so-and-so, he works there. And so, yeah, I get calls out of the blue, but I enjoy it. That's the part I really enjoy about my job is I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah, so because my next question is like, what do you like most about what you do here at LCC?
I like seeing students succeed. I like troubleshooting. Student comes in with an issue, and I like seeing it get resolved. I like seeing them walk away with a happy face, or at least a solution to the problem, or we're headed towards the right solution for the problem.
So before you started working in like this helping profession with Michigan Works and here now, you retired from somewhere else, didn't you?
I did 27 years with UPS, United Parcel Service. Did all kinds of jobs there. I worked part-time. I did a little driving. I worked customer service. I ended up working where I helping with undeliverable packages with bad addresses, damaged packages, that kind of thing. Yep, I retired in 2008.
So I just want to know, like, how, because when I think about retiring, I'm like, I'm not trying to work nowhere else again. What was, well, I know probably because you were too young to really retire, but how did you get from working where you were previously? You started, you retired. How did you get into this new field of work?
I was married at the time, and I promised my wife at the time that I would retire as soon as I could. So it was supposed to be at 25 years I was eligible to retire, but I waited a couple more years. So, but during the time, like the last couple of years at UPS, I started looking at other work.
Okay.
So I was working part-time. I got a job working part-time with the Urban League in 2003, somewhere around there. I did that for a year, and then I was looking for what I was going to do after UPS. So fortunately, I was able to get a job with New AM working with ex-offenders who were coming right out of the prison system. Funny story about that is at that time I had dial-up internet. And so I was working second shift at UPS. So I applied for the job, and they told me that all the time, every time they were trying to call me to interview me, they were getting a busy signal. So, because I was using dial-up internet. I was searching for work.
Right, so they couldn't get through because you were on. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so they ended up calling. At the time I was at UPS, and we scheduled an interview, and I went in for the interview like 7:30 to a couple mornings later. So I got into that job doing it part-time, and then when I retired, that went over into full-time work.
Okay, so you were planning for your next career while you were in your current one.
Yeah.
I think that's good advice. I think that's, if you want to move, that's the way to do it. And you promised your wife that you would retire.
Yeah.
But did you say you were going to go in and help people? Was that a part of the promise?
Still needed money. I retired from UPS because it kept me away in the evenings from work. I had to work in the evenings. I was missing a lot of, band stuff, recitals and that kind of thing. So I said, okay, I'll retire and find a day job.
Do you think that working at UPS has helped you in the newer careers that you took on?
UPS created a work ethic for me. Like you couldn't go on the UPS any day and not work.
Right.
So when I started when I got into office work, I was like, how can people do this all day? Because it was easy,
Right.
Sitting down behind a computer.
That perspective is different, isn't it? When you've worked really hard, laborious, and then you come in. So
yeah. So it helped me in the end. I mean, I learned how to work there, and I learned how to work hard for my paycheck.
Yeah. Tell me about why you work at LCC and what is it that keeps you coming back and making you so passionate about it?
I think it was a natural progression from what I was doing at Michigan Works, and we were changing lives. So when the position opened up here, it was just something it was like a magnet. I was like, that's going to be perfect because I'm going to continue doing the same type of work I was doing there, but at LCC in a different capacity.
Right. Yeah, I am one of the reasons why Duane is here, because I was on his interview committee,
right, and
I felt like I knew that he would serve a population that needed assistance.
Right.
And, to have a responsible Black male on campus that people could look up to, I thought that was important. And he has lived up to that and more. So.
Thank you. I like to pride myself in I was the first male on the Success Coach team. And I was the first male for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was the first Black male too. So I like to pride myself in that.
Yeah, and you've stayed, and you've helped grow Success Coaching, and you've been, I think, really just instrumental in helping new people,
mm-hmm.
helping them on board, and just your consistency and your demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get too upset. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you upset
mm-hmm.
at work.
That's a newfound thing with me.
Okay.
I got serious road rage though. But even that's gotten better. But
yeah, that's okay.
Our management team, they have been instrumental in helping me grow because they helped me mentoring a lot of the new coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll mentor some of the newer coaches when they come in, just kind of get the feel for the position.
Yeah. No, I think you do an excellent job. I think that's good that they saw that skill set in you.
Mm-hmm.
So what is life like for you outside of working at Lansing Community College?
Outside is a lot of family and friends, but I spend a lot of time alone too. My girlfriend lives 90 miles away, so we see one another almost every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my weeks to myself. I'm an empty nester. My kids are all grown. I have 3 grandkids as well.
Okay.
So it's a lot of family, friends gathering. But I do spend a lot of time alone, and I take up my hobbies during that alone time.
So what are some of your hobbies? I
like to cook. I used to be an avid runner. I don't run as much as I used to. I got injured running, so now I walk a lot, and I'm starting not to even do that anymore. Lately, though, I've taken on a hobby. I got into target shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So now I go out to the range and shoot targets.
So it's just like it's on TV. They're like the circle, bullseye, and you're trying to hit that. Okay.
I haven't shot anything like moving targets or anything.
Uh-huh.
Let's just go out to the range and get better.
Are you pretty good?
I've gotten a lot better.
Okay.
I got into it last summer, and my collection has kind of grown. I went from 1 gun that was a gift. Now I have 4, but they're all just practice guns,
So stuff. Yeah, because is a target practice gun the same as a regular gun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's just you got different ones to do different things on the target. Okay.
Yeah. You have some that are easier to shoot.
Uh-huh.
So I've taken my grandson and my daughters out and teaching them just some of the mechanics around it. So there's 22 is the easier gun to shoot. So
right,
we'll practice on that. Not anything I really want them to really get into, but if they're interested and want to do it, yeah.
And I mean, that's hobbies. Like you try it, you like it, or you don't. Yeah. You keep it moving, But and so cooking, how did you get into cooking?
I love to cook. I like new recipes. I like to try new recipes. I've always had to cook since I was raising my kids.
Okay, yeah.
And I would always call my mom to get recipes on stuff she used to make us growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started walking me through stuff over the phone a lot. So
Okay.
I don't know. I just like to cook. I always wanted to do like a cooking show.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to be a taster on the cooking show. Well, let me see though. I don't know because you kind of healthy.
No, my specialties aren't healthy.
Okay.
Like I make a mean lasagna.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do. Seriously.
Oh, right. Okay. I be wanting to try.
It's so good. My mother wants me to make her lasagna.
Oh, really? Okay, that's high praise then.
Yeah.
Because most mamas is not asking for their, you can't cook as good as I am, whatever. But so that's good, and I know your mom can cook. So this, I definitely got to try this lasagna now. So I'm definitely putting that on the list.
I'll bring some to work one day.
Okay, I'm gonna keep you to that. Now you said you used to run, and then you got hurt. Like, did you fall? Did you just like over repetition? It was like messing with the joints, or
just getting old. Yep. My hip started giving me problems, and so my doctor looked into it. We tried to find out what was going on, and she just said, "You gotta stop running." So she told me to lay off for a little while, so I didn't run for like 3 months, and then as soon as I started again, it came back. So. Yeah,
see, people think I'm lying though when I tell them about walking.
Mm-hmm.
For me, after a certain amount of time, I got problems with my knee or my hip. So that's my excuse for not walking. Not that I'm lazy and don't want to walk. No, that's the real excuse. But no, but I know you're really into like health.
I used to put in probably 30, 35 miles a week of running.
Wow.
Yep.
And so how did you replace that? Because like a lot of times that's a calming for people.
Mm-hmm. Started walking.
Okay.
I was walking probably 5 miles a day. Sometimes more. And then I just got lazy, stopped. And once you stop working out or doing anything, it's hard to get back into it.
I know.
And I was dabbling with kettlebells for a little while, but I don't know. I just got to get myself back in shape.
Yeah. I mean, I think you do a great job. You're very disciplined. It appears to me you're disciplined.
I try to be. My health is important to me.
Yeah. And as we get older, it needs to be. That's why I'm starting to like, that's my grappling of, okay, yeah, you like all of this and you want to eat this and do that, but do you want to be here?
Right.
And that's the question that you got to think about. So.
Right. Exactly. That's why right now I'm doing a 30-day fruit only fast.
Oh, I don't understand. Like, see, I don't comprehend that fast. And so for me, it's like, what do you mean? Like, are you just eating fruit and water?
Fruit and water. Yeah. Now I will say that, if I'm with friends or something, like the other night, my daughter had a birthday party and I'm not going to subject people to like, oh, well, dad can't go because he's fasting. He's only eating fruit. So I went out to dinner with him and I had a steak.
Okay.
But 90% of the time for the next 30 days, it's fruit.
Right.
Like yesterday and today, it's been all fruit.
So now are you doing that? Like, okay, I'm getting up and breakfast. Now I'm going to eat some, mixed fruit bowl or something. Or are you making smoothies, or are you doing it different ways, or?
No, just all raw fruit. And I just buy stuff that I eat.
And then you just eat it. Do you eat it till you get full?
Yep.
Okay.
And the thing about it is you can eat as much as you want. I mean, you can't overdo it because you're going to get sick of fruit. Anything you eat too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I just eat till I'm full. And then if I'm hungry again in an hour and a half, I'll eat an apple or an orange or something. But I do cut it off at a certain time at night.
Okay.
So I try not to eat after 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And then in the morning, the next day, I'll start eating maybe 10 or 11.
Oh, wow. So it's like intermittent fasting too.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, I'm down 8 pounds. And my goal is weight loss. A lot of people go, don't do that because it's not about weight. For me, it is about weight because I know for my weight, certain weight for me just
You
I
feel
feel
better.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
That's interesting. Because I'm like, that is so amazing to me. But I just wonder, like, do you get dizzy? Do you feel like lightheaded or?
No, I used to fast a lot. Like every week I used to do like a 24-hour fast every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing a 3-day fast every quarter. So every 3 months I would do a 3-day fast, over the weekend or during the week. And then there was one time, I think it was 2018 or 19. Can't remember when, but I did a 14-day water only fast.
Oh my.
So, yeah.
See, I would think I would just fall out.
A lot of people think that, but it's the hardest days are your first day. Like I was the hungriest the first day and a half. And by like day 3, I was fine. Like I wasn't hungry, wasn't craving anything. And then at the end of the 14 days, I thought I was, because about 10 or 11 days in, you start thinking, okay, at the end of this, I'm going to have a burger or pizza. At the end of it, I wasn't even hungry. And I was able to eat. And I wasn't even hungry. But once you start eating something, then the cravings come
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started, when I broke it, I ate some grapes and some watermelon. It actually made my stomach hurt. And then a couple hours later, I was actually hungry.
Wow. That's so interesting to me because that's something, that's like a torture to me.
Yeah.
I would never put a self-imposed torture like that, but.
Right. I do it because I try to be disciplined and because, I'm like anyone else. I'm a binge eater.
Right.
And I like sweets.
Mm-hmm.
And once I start those sweets, they just keep rolling.
Yeah. So. No, but I mean, I think you do what works for you.
Yeah.
And and to be conscious and aware that you have to do something.
Yeah.
And whatever that is, go to the doctor, make sure that they sign off on it. But I think everything is not for everybody, but what works for you, you should try it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So my next question is like, what life lessons have you learned the hard way?
Wow. Life lessons I've learned the hard way. I just learned that stuff is going to happen and you just have to deal with it. It's going to happen regardless of you worrying and stressing about it or thinking about something that happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. Stuff is going to happen. You just have to deal with it. One of my mottos is get your stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Not in those words, but I tell my kids that all the time.
Right.
Hey, you got to deal with it. Get your stuff together and figure out what you got to do.
And keep it moving and do it.
Because I had a period in my life where I remember praying so hard for something and the complete opposite happened. And that's when I was like, okay, stuff was going to happen regardless of how I feel about it.
Right.
What I want to happen.
So you just got to deal with it.
And I had to deal with the end results of that, which were not good.
Right. But at the end of the day, you still had to deal with it.
I had to deal with it. Now, looking back on it, that's the lesson I've learned. Mm-hmm. That I'm going to have to deal with stuff regardless. And it's not always going to be the path that I want.
Right.
So you have 2 choices, to sink or swim.
Yeah. But the thing of it is with that is too, you do not have to put yourself through certain emotions because sometimes you don't have a choice anyway.
Right.
So if you can kind of just have a more of an even keel and kind of take what's coming at you,
right,
you save yourself some.
All the worrying in the world isn't going to change what's going to happen.
Right.
It ain't going to change what's going to happen. So I've taken on like a wait and see what happens approach. My thing is, okay, I'll deal with it when it happens.
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll deal with it when it happens. So that way it takes away a lot of anxiety about what's going to go on, what could go on. And usually what you think is going to happen, you think it's going to be bad. And it's usually, how many times have you're like, man, you come out of something and you go, that wasn't that bad.
Or as bad as I thought. Yeah.
You hyped it up.
Yeah.
Got all anxious and stressed out about it and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I call that stinking thinking.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
I'll do that quite a bit. And I try to have to fight that. So that's a good thing to keep, to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you had only one sense, hearing, touch, sight, etc., which one would you want?
I would have to have my sight. I'm claustrophobic. It's kind of weird. So I have to see my surroundings. I have to see what's going on around me. Man, that's a tough one, though. But I think I would have to choose sight.
No, I agree. I feel like I can see what's going on. I can't hear it, but I can still see.
Yeah, you can see what you're eating. You can see where you're going. You can, if I can't see it or hear it.
Yeah.
That's, man. Hearing, I could do without the hearing, but seeing it, I definitely have to see.
Yeah, I don't, So, who do you admire most in the world?
Ooh. I think the person I admire most is my mom because she raised us by herself. Mm-hmm. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. My mom raised us alone. We didn't have a dad around. So I, looking back and being a parent now, I kind of can see what she went through and how she held it together. We always had food on the table. We were poor. I didn't even know it. We were poor.
Right.
I didn't realize it until I got older.
Yeah, that's the thing about it too. You don't know. Like I never thought we were like poor or I was disadvantaged or because I was a first gen. Like I never knew I was supposed to be at a disadvantage, right? And that's like sometimes it's better not to know what people think of you or what circumstances you're supposed to be in because you can let that sway you. But when you thinking you living like everybody else and y'all making it, you succeed.
That's the beauty of it, and that's why I admire her because we didn't know.
Yeah,
I mean there was points in my life where you go, oh man, okay, there's something going on here. I can't get the tennis shoes I need for the basketball team,
right?
But she camouflaged a lot of it, so it kind of protected us from having that
or made it happen.
Yeah.
We
didn't feel, I didn't feel any type of way about ourselves.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I'm biased, but his mom was one of the best people when I was growing up. She always made me laugh. I had a good time. And it made me so happy to go to her house and see her because I knew I was going to have a good laugh.
Right. A lot of people don't know that. I tell people, and they think I'm joking. I say, I've known Lisa since she was, this high.
Yeah, because really, you have known me because our parents were friends. And I know being born, I'm sure I was at y'all house before I even knew. Because you had because you are which one? Like, are you a middle?
I'm like right in the middle.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because I remember you and Anthony. I don't know if I remember that you had an older sister.
Yeah. My sister is probably, I don't know, I'm bad with ages, but she got married. She's 7 years older than I am. I may be wrong. She'll kill me. But she got married in like 74, 75. Okay. So, and my brother-in-law is from Detroit.
Okay.
She's been in Detroit ever since, and they're still married to this day.
All right. That's all right. Well, Duane, I mean, I could go on and talk to you forever because I just enjoy talking to you. I think you're very wise, and I learn a lot from you. And I'm just glad that you're here working at LCC to help our students. But I'm going to close with you. Is there anything you'd like to let the audience know or anything that you want to tell people? The reason why I'm saying this is because he has such good ideas. And I hope one day he does a book of thoughts or something like that because he's really has a good way of looking at things that I like. So I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Yeah. We can say bye if you want to.
No, but I told my coworkers that I want to do Star Talk. If LCC goes back to that, I would like to do Star Talk or TED Talk, something like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I had a parting words, I would just tell people to live in the moment, stay in the moment.
Yeah.
Stay in the present. Don't live in the past or the future because they're not really real. We're just hallucinating about them.
Well, we're going to leave you all with that, friends. And until next time, you've been listening to Who's That Star? I'm Lisa A., and you can listen to this episode of Who's That Star and other shows from LCC Connect anytime online at lccconnect.org. Thank you for listening. Catch me next time to find out who's that star.